Hi, I'm Margaret. I'm back with recommendations what's going on out here in the cava and wine region Penedès in Catalonia. This time we will not focus on the whole of Penedès, but rather on the little comarca Garraf here along the coast. Because this is where we have the two strongest carnival traditions in Catalonia, in Vilanova, Geltrú and in Sitges. These two towns are like rivals when it comes to the carnival tradition. The difference is quite easy to see. In Vilanova the tradition is more traditionally Catalan, and in Sitges it's more samba inspired and international. But which town you go to really depends on what you're expecting to find. For us who live here, who take part in the carnival societies, I think that Vilanova beats Sitges by far, because you have a lot of good time, a really good time with your friends. Having said that, if you come here as a temporary visitor, the Carnival of Sitges is more spectacular. Let's be honest about that. Now let's go through the carnival events day by day. And we have the Terma Vilanova, which is symbolized by a Catalan peasant hat, the baratina, and Sitges with being represented through an eye mask with pink feathers at the top of it. Starting on the Carnival Thursday, Fat Thursday, Disbauxa, we have Meringue Battle Wars in Vilanova for the children in the afternoon, but you risk to get stained, so I wouldn't want to be here. I would say that let's go to Sitges and see how the Carnival King and the Carnival Queen arrived in the town. That is nice and spectacular. However, at midnight on the same day, when the adults of Vilanova have their Meringue Battle War, you can come here. And I think it's a really nice event to see. An odd feeling to see grown-ups drench themselves and each other in Meringue batter. And they're usually quite civilized, so if you stand a few meters away, you won't even get the slightest stain of Meringue batter on you. That was the Marangala and Fat Thursday. Coming to the Friday, there isn't so much going on in Sitges, so I'll have to recommend Vilanova La Geltrú and the Carnival King's Arrival, La Ribu, although that is maybe not a typical carnival parade as you want to find it. It's all based on local satire, so if you want Catalan political satire through a small town perspective, it's nice. However, you won't find any Rio de Janeiro samba here. In the Saturday morning, the two towns have quite similar events. In Sitges, we have the Carnival Queen King and the Carnival Queen going out shopping. In Vilanova, it's the Carnival King with his concubines. It doesn't sound that spectacular, but in both towns it's combined with a lot of music and colorful events. So in Vilanova, the flag bearers representing the carnival societies go out with the king and then compete show their skill with the flags in a competition. And in Sitges you have a race with fancy dressed beds, which is really fun. So a lot of things going on. I would put a draw here between the towns. Saturday evening is again a draw, because in Vilanova we have traditional events. We have Mouchoufiguier, a really strange character, looking it's a naked man clad in feathers, looking almost like a bird, but at the same time being a man, who's driving through the town spreading feathers everywhere. Really strange. And on top of this there is the Baile de Malcasats, which is like a satirical short plays, which are being performed in the towns and the streets of the town, in the squares and the streets of the town. In Sitges, on the other hand, in the evening, if you want samba, this is where you have the Marcatu Batucada making their the biggest carnival parade of the year. Sunday morning is 100% reserved for Vilanova La Geltrú, because this is where the carnival societies, las comparses, dance in the streets and throw candy on everyone passing by. So a strong advantage to Vilanova there in the morning. Around noon, that's when we have the speakers screaming "La plaza es vostra," the square is yours, in the Plaza de la Villa in the middle of the town. And then we have in total 6 rounds of caramel wars between the comparsas de Vilanova. However, after 3 o'clock the town looks almost dead, because that's when the carnival societies have their lunches, and if you come here then you would think that the town is really strange, because it's empty and full of candy everywhere on the streets. So you'll only get sticky shoes. Then you have arrived too late. You still have the Danzas de Vilanova, which are nice to watch in the afternoon. The most traditional one is when one man is dancing with 2 women. Having said that, this is where the Carnival of Sitges becomes really strong. They have their debauchery parade, La Rua de la Disbauxa, in that evening. So I would say advantage Sitges. Monday evening, not so much going on in Sitges. This is a local holiday in the two towns. There are the chorus, the choirs, the Carnival Society's choirs, singing in the streets and then in the theatre of Vilanova. And yeah, since that is basically the only thing going on, I have to recommend that. In the Tuesday evening, on the other hand, we have Sitges sitting on the much stronger card. The Vidalot tradition, which we used to have in Vilanova, isn't so very strong any longer. There is a nice new tradition with two big giants dancing around, hitting everybody on the head with their soft hands, but it doesn't compare to the big final carnival parade of Sitges, La Rua de l'Extermini. Well worth a visit if you haven't been yet. And then at the end of the carnival week we have a final draw, because that's when we have the funeral processions for the carnival king and La Sardinara. So the carnival king is converted into a sardine, which we can then eat, and that marks the beginning of the Catholic Lent and 40 days without meat. If you want to find carnival calendars or carnival events calendars in English, you'll do so on discoverpenedès.com. If you're interested in following these events on Twitter or on Instagram, I would recommend the hashtag Carnival Sitges 2013. You'll also have the account at Panchamplas, and another alternative hashtag for Sitges is Jasomaki. In Vilanova, the main hashtag is Carnival VNG, but you'll also find the official carnival account that is at Carnival VNG. Whatever you now do, please make sure to come and visit the carnivals in Garraf. And remember that for Carnival, everything is okay. Literally, per Carnaval, tot s'hi val. So welcome to Catalonia and welcome to our Carnival.